today's video I will talk about the Nazi survival move. You probably heard all about the UFO topic and so on, and probably many of you think these are some foreign entities that are not from planet Earth or whatsoever, but there's actually another theory to this. At least some believe it. So the reason why they call it the Nazi survival move is that some researchers, conspiracy theorists, think that the Third Reich actually survived the Second World War and secretly still exists until this date. So after World War II ended, there were lots of sightings of unknown flying objects. Many did not know what they were. Some just called it flying saucers and so on. So we're gonna start right from the beginning. Many think that the Nazi UFOs were first developed by Adolf Hitler or his scientists, his researchers, but this is actually not true. It was long in development before Hitler even came to power, already in the 1920s in Weimar, Germany. Yeah, they tried to experiment with all kinds of things and so on. Well, we talked about the 1920s, but right now we can already go far ahead in time to the year 1944. So in this year, many Nazis already realized that the war can barely be won, and they made plans on what to do after the war is over. So they decided that they should take their best personnel, best equipment, weapons, whatever you want to call it, with them. And many researchers said that they fled to South America, countries like Argentina, Chile, some also say Colombia or Peru, and they went to underground cave systems with their weapons. And there is also another territory called Neuschwabenland in German, or New Swabia in English. So the Germans actually, you can say, colonized the area 1 year before World War II started. It was 1938, 1939, around that time. And the nobody really knows. And what is interesting is that after the Second World War ended, the Americans did an expedition there to New Swabia. I believe they had several thousands of soldiers and, of course, ships, all kinds of equipment and all that. It was called Operation Highjump. If you want to find out more about this, you can Google it and research it for yourself. At least in that operation, it was planned for 6 months, but the Americans already retreated after 2 months. And the reason for that is that Admiral Byrd, he was the main, you can say, the key figure in this operation, said that some kind of flying saucers came right from the water and they shot at us and they destroyed our ships, our equipment. They also killed some of our soldiers and so on. So, and many researchers believe that these so-called flying saucers were the Nazis that survived World War II. So Admiral Byrd, he himself later said after this operation that I don't want to scare anyone, but in case of a new war, we will have to deal with an enemy who can fly from one pole to another in a short amount of time. So, and this was of course only one example of this theory. Many researchers said that all these nuclear bomb tests that took place after World War II, in fact, they only took place because they secretly wanted to destroy these Nazi UFOs. So that's basically much all. What I can say more about this is that many think that these so-called Nazis, or however you want to call them, these future Nazis or Nazis who survived the war, they not only have secret bases in South America, but all around the world, and many researchers also claim that our governments, being it now the US government, German government, Russian government, or whatsoever, they secretly know about them. Well, but now comes the key question. If the Nazis really survived the war and still exist secretly, why are they not intervene today? I mean, the question here is, their weapons are supposedly far more superior than any weapons the strongest militaries in this world have. So why don't they intervene? So, and waiting for the right time. There are many seers like Nostradamus, Irl, and so on. And you can, in German it's called Verlauf der Weltenwende, Verlauf der Zeitenwende also. At least in English you can translate it as the apocalypse or whatsoever. At least many researchers say that Irlmeier or Nostradamus said that there will be a third world war, and during some point in time an army will come with new weapons that are far superior than anything else, and no one has ever seen something like that before. So, and many say it's these so-called Nazis or Nazi UFOs or this power that survived the Second World War. So some technical details about these so-called flying saucers. In German they were called Reichsflugscheibe. Supposedly they could fly around, I don't know, I heard numbers like 2,000 miles per hour, or some say even more than that. They were called, models were called like Haunebu or Vril or Valkyrie from Germanic mythology and so on. Well, that's basically all I have to say to this topic. If you have questions, just leave down a comment below. And if you want to research about this topic by your own, I suggest you Google New Swabia, Operation Highjump, and so on, Admiral Byrd, Nazi UFOs, and so on. Or you can just ask me, I will reply. I hope you enjoyed this short little video, and I see you next time. Bye.